Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today in Critical Legends, I'm going to be showing off an absolutely busted hybrid Last Wish build that literally destroys every single boss in the game very quickly. It is awesome. The class that you want to use with this build can be literally whatever you want. Skypian works great, Lord of Eternity works great, this is a skin for it. You could do Healer, you could do Death Ray, you can do literally any class and it should still work just fine. So let's get into the stats. You're going to want to put exactly 51 points into mana, so you get exactly 1375 mana. You don't want any more and you don't want any less. And then what you want to do with the rest of your points is just go back and forth between damage and magic until you have no more points to spend. And this should end up with something like 392 damage and 357 magic, somewhere in that range. The items you're going to want for this build are unfortunately some of the hardest things to get in the game, but there really isn't any exceptions for this build. You need Wonder of You. This can be crafted in the legit shop. You also absolutely need Demon God armor. There really is no exception for this unless you have Infernal Demon God armor, which is just a better option. And then in your last slot, you absolutely have to get her staff. If you don't know how to get her staff, all you need is 7 Eternal Stacks and then come talk to this NPC right here and then you will get it. Very, very easy. Now, for your actives, obviously, you're going to be using Last Wish. The way you get Last Wish is you must battle the champion until you get a whole bunch of strange mystical urns, and strange mystical urns have a chance of dropping Last Wish. A little hard to get, but it is absolutely worth it. Now, the rest of the build is a little bit goofy. What you actually want to do is buy a ton of power potions and buy a ton of mana potions, because essentially the way this build works is it's utilizing both power potions and utilizing both mana potions. So basically in battle, what you're going to be doing is right before you walk and attack an enemy, you use all of your power potions, and again, if you have potions that give you better damage buffs than power potions, use those. I just use them because you can buy them for gold. And then basically in the battle, you're just going to be spamming both Last Wish and your mana potions, and this literally deletes every boss in the game. You could even use this strategy against him, and him gets absolutely melted. It is kind of surprising how effective this is, but you can pretty much use this strategy to cheese any boss in the game. It is like pretty much the best hybrid build I know of. I'd love for you guys to comment down below other hybrid builds that you guys like to use that are really, really powerful. But the reason why I think you guys should all try this build out is because, one, it isn't your standard Death Ray build that just everybody uses. It's not the standard King of the Underworld build everybody uses. It's a very fun thing to mess around with because it is also a little bit risky. You're running 100 health and 1300-ish shield. That's nothing. Most enemies can one-shot you, but yet the DPS output on this build is so good. You can kill him before he kills you, which is kind of crazy. You can kill literally all of like the gem crystal bosses in that cave above the legit shop with no problem. This build's only downside, its only problem, is if you can't kill an enemy before you run out of mana potions and mana, then you probably are gonna die and fail the fight. Because the second that you're not able to spam Last Wish, the second that your attacking stops, you lose because you have no health, you have no defensive capabilities. If you're really good, you can maybe collect orbs to get mana back, but you really shouldn't run into that problem with this build anyways. This build is literally built around the idea of putting all of your power into offense and absolutely murking an enemy before they have a chance to attack you a single time. Anyways, guys, that is my absolutely crazy Last Wish hybrid build. I know this isn't very mid and beginner friendly. The next build video I'm gonna make will focus more on a beginner style build so more people can access it, but I just absolutely had to show off this insane Last Wish build. Anyways, comment down below if you guys enjoyed. Also, comment down below any questions you may have. Leave a like if this video helped you out and subscribe for more. Bye!